What's going on, guys? If you're watching this, you're either two types of people. Either one, you have no idea what I do and you want to learn exactly how I make $1,000 a day. Or secondly, you know what I do because you do this yourself, but you're just not good. Either way, this video is for both because at the end, for the beginners, I'll walk you through how to actually start. And for those who are somewhat seasoned, I'll show you how to get better. All right, now if you just, again, are completely blind as to what I do for work, essentially, I work with online influencers who sell mentorships and courses, and I will close these deals for them on Zoom and for about 45 minutes to an hour, get a 10% commission, and that is that. So for example, this video I'm about to walk you guys through, this live recording of me doing this on Zoom, it was a $12,000 deal, and I made $1,200 in the 1 hour. All right. Now, sales is all about actually caring for the other person, having the other person's best interests in mind, like getting people out of their own way. If you're already in the industry and you're not making money, it's probably because you're commission hungry and all you care about is your income and not actually helping the other person, which you will never succeed. Now, if you want to get into this industry, if you're doing it for money, you won't hang. It's about having that happy medium. So stay tuned. I'll walk you through step by step on how I am able to get these deals across the line. $12,000 deal, live footage, and let's jump into it. All right, right before we break into everything, I want to let you guys know that it started recording like a minute or two after the call really did start. So it's like a minute or two behind of what the introduction would have been like, but no worries. That call is the same. Just the first minute was cut out. But let's jump into it. Help more people do that, do like your own offer run that maybe. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I can, I go through what you guys are offering. I go to a couple of other people offering, they offer like a small course first, with an entry fee, a really small fee, just for them to get into the course. And then I can upsell them on other feature on how to write resume and give them more templates and give them like specific tips and tricks to each of the units, like the specialty, so some of them don't know how to write resume, which is horrible because they're missing a really good paying job here.
Okay. That makes sense. So like for you to build that out, now what do you want to actually accomplish? Like I know you talk about this like side hustle. I'll be honest with you, like a lot of people want to paint like this online money is like just like a side hustle and like you make quick money, but it's really not a real business, right?
No,
so like
I
do you want to get to the point where do you want to get to the point where you can like turn this into like a full-time thing and you want to like work online, have that online lifestyle, continuously build your income, or do you love being a nurse and you just do want to do this on the side additionally, which is fine as well, just kind of curious.
Honestly, I haven't thought that far, I love being a nurse, I learned so much because my hospital is a really big hospital around here, and I'm in a research area in which they're researching like new therapy to basically cure blood cancer, and that's huge. I'm like, that never happened before, and I love doing what I'm doing, but at the same time, I would love to help more people. I want to scale it, but and in the long run, let's say down the road 5 years, I see myself like if the nursing job is, I want this to become a business as well, like a big business later on, but in 5 years, I would wait between staying at my nursing job, and my nursing job would interfere with this business right here. I cannot really help more people with this business, then and if this business is making at least seven figure, let's say, then I'll consider.
Okay, it's not in your mind now, so I know we're going to go down that path if it's not really like at the top of your mind. Now you mentioned like the additional income, right? Because it sounds like California is expensive for like especially right now and like how things are going. Let's say 6 to 12 months down the line we get this business up and running. Where do you need to be additionally to allow you to live the life more comfortably, allow you to live the life that you want for yourself? How much do you want to bring with this business?
I would say at least throughout the whole year, I would say at least a
monthly.
6 figure. Oh, monthly. Let's say 10 grand.
10K a month, okay. And why that number do you feel?
I'm making okay money right now, but I'm just needing something a little bit extra to help, with my parents.
How much do you make a month right now?
I'm making let's say around a number right there as well, a little bit less than 10 grand. Yeah.
Or like 8 grand?
Yeah, 8 grand. Yeah.
8 grand after taxes?
Actually, 9 grand before taxes, and then I would say like 7 to 6. Yeah.
6 to 7. Okay, so you're making like 6K a month.
Yeah, I would say realistically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like 6K a month so you're bringing out, and then you bring 10K. Okay. All right, super important that we actually simplify these numbers. You guys need to be very straightforward with these individuals. This guy said that he makes 10K a month. It came down to he makes 6K a month, right? They want to always soften up their situation a little bit, but we can't let that slide. So make sure you do call it out and get very specific when kind of building the situation in terms of where they're at, so we can know where they're at and where they want to be. And the whole idea of like you kind of noticing that you need to make that shift in terms of wanting to add additionally to your income. How long has that been going on for?
I would say I tried out Amazon FBA before, and I joined mentorship, and then my product was a fail, and then I lost a couple grand right here, but it's a really good learning process, I would say. But I just found out it's a really cash intensive business, in which
when did you try that exactly?
Last year. Yeah.
Okay. So the whole idea of you wanting to make this transition has been since then, since a year ago, or even further than that?
Yeah, since a year ago. Yeah.
Okay, got you. And what was that mindset shift then? Because you've been a nurse for how long?
Been a nurse for almost 2 years now.
Okay, so you've been a nurse. Oh, wait, you said 3 years, no? Or it's 3 years?
Yeah. Last year was 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, so you're going on to your 3rd year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like when you were in that position, what shifted after a year of being a nurse that said, okay, I should start looking for other ways to build in income? Like, what was that mindset shift, do you feel?
In the long run, I don't want to be a nurse, though. I just want to retire my parents, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just
what you're doing now, with the income that you have coming now, like how expensive California is, you don't see yourself being a retired parents with a 6K a month income in California?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Okay. All right. And it's interesting because there's so many, like you said, there's so many coaches, mentorships, offers, not just like digital arbitrage. You got into Amazon, there's dropshipping, there's TikTok, right? There's so many things. Why digital arbitrage then specifically do you feel would be a good platform for you or a good industry to tap into? Because I know you talked about helping people and building out your own offer. Was it because of that, or what do you feel as you get into this world?
Yeah, one thing is that I talked to many of my friends, and many of my mentors saying that I like sticking to something that you're really good at and trying to build a side hustle and then a business topic would be the best way to go about it. And I feel like this is my strong point, so why not go for it, right?
Okay, and it is an interesting concept as well that you tried Amazon. It didn't necessarily work out for you. A lot of people when they go through something, they go through mentorships, courses, they try something that doesn't work. They use that as an excuse to never get back on the horse and keep on going. Right? Like, where's your headspace now? Are you actually ready to get back and like go all in and make this a reality, or are you still feel like a little bit burned from that?
I feel a little bit burned, but success don't care about my feelings. So just keep going.
Okay. That is true. However, are you actually believing in that? Because that's a saying, right? And with the sayings, people either externalize them and just say, oh, they wake up one day and they just tell themselves all these affirmations to the mirror and they're this. But do you actually believe in that? Do you actually believe that success does not care about how you feel? Are you actually getting ready to get back and do it? Or are you allowing that to stay here and cost you another year, another 2 years?
Well, how I
Boom, super powerful here. Like this guy says that because he tried something in the past, it's super important that we get a clear understanding of, is he burnt from the past? He's not willing to try something different. And his response, he used some quote that he found that said, success doesn't care about how you feel. So many times people would try to act like they know what they're talking about. Oh, success doesn't care about how you feel. But if he really, it's super important that we call out whether he really believes in that or he's just saying it for the sake of saying it. So you got to call it out and make sure that we're on the same page, because I can just wake up one day and say something, but there's one thing about saying it, there's another thing actually believing in it. So super important that we hold this guy to that standard and we don't let him just fluff around.
But it's like this. If I stop thinking of if I'm gonna fail again, I'm thinking, what if this becomes successful?
Right.
And just look at the positive side. The positive side of things.
Right.
And if you're gonna be negative, then you're just gonna burn yourself out.
Exactly.
For no good reason, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no point of it.
Okay, that's good. That's good that you feel aligned with your coach, right? Because like there's so much skepticism around the online space that you need to actually feel that personal connection, that this is the person that can help you, right?
Yeah.
Is it Tui or Tui?
Tui, you got it. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess for you, Tui, like you get to the point, you're able to make an additional $10,000 a month with this business on the side while you're still, in your current position. Who does that actually allow you to become? Like, what are the biggest shifts that'll do for you on a personal level? I know you talk about retiring your parents, which sounds like a massive accomplishment. Like, what else do you feel that would do for you?
I'll become a master of my craft, I would say. Because going through the process right there, I have to know what I'm doing, and I have to commit into learning everything I need to know about, let's say, resume, CV, and then leveraging AI to creating and matching the wording on the resume into so it fits perfectly with the let's say the job offer.
Right. Now, I guess for you though, like you mentioned, even California kind of being expensive, only making $6K a month, and in what ways is that how's it actually bothering you at the moment right now? Like, in what ways is that most bothering you right now, or how do you struggle from that?
Well, I'm a parent. We recently bought a home in the Bay Area, and it's really expensive here. And I feel like I'm living paycheck by paycheck, And what if one day I got injured and won't be able to work anymore? That I just put everyone at risk.
Right.
And I think about that.
And even there, like, where exactly has that shown up where you feel like, wow, like we are just tight, like we're not fulfilling the life that I want to fulfill? Like, where specifically has that shown up, do you feel? Like, what's an example of that, where that actually showed up?
Well, one of the main reasons why I want to return my parents is that we just recently found out my dad got cancer, just about a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's been kind of rough because myself being an oncology nurse, I'm specialized in a few. I can see what he's going through, and because I've seen on a patient before, I think we catch it kind of early, but you never know,
Right.
We have plans and everything, and now everything's a little bit derailed, so we have to take a step back and see how things are going. And even because of that, I don't even know if we can get into the business right now with how tight the money is right now. Like honestly, I'm just trying to get this call with you to see what you guys are offering and how
put a pause there.
Everything right here.
Put a pause there, because that if anything, that's gonna be your biggest roadblock. Is that right there? Is believing it's not the right time. Is there ever a right time, do you feel?
Another very key point here. A lot of the times people try to show up on your call and say, I'm just looking around. I just want to see what you guys have to have for now. I'm not ready. Dude, there's never a better time to start. There's never a good time to start. If there's a good time to start, then that's probably a time when you're actually where you want to be. But the reason why you're here is because you're not where you want to be. So again, like this is something I could have easily brushed past and like said, oh, okay, like this guy thinks he's not ready, but I'm gonna make sure he's ready by the end. No, you need to frame these things early on to the call. You need to let him know that you will not accept any of these BS answers. So he actually not only respects you, but he knows that you actually are doing this out of a caring place. You're holding them to a high standard from second one of the call all the way to an hour of the call. There's no, oh, I'm going to get hard at the end, I'm going to get hard in the middle. No, from the beginning to the end, you hold somebody to a high standard. If not, like I said, he will just dance around.
Well, yeah, I got to pay off like that with
no, not about the money.
Right now. Yeah, right now is the money for me. Like if I get that financial roadblock done out of the way, I can get into it.
Yeah, put that aside, because like I'll tell you this right now. This was about the money. I would have sent you an invoice before this call and said like, look, so we pay this invoice, we don't show up to this call today. There's a reason why we didn't do that, right? Because we actually want to get to know you, want to make sure we can help you. And I'll tell you this right now: when somebody really wants something, they'll do whatever it takes to get there. It doesn't matter if you have the money now. It's about how can we get the money. It's not about like what we don't have. It's about how can we get it, right? And it's all about how you speak to yourself. Because if you're telling yourself, oh, like no, I'm just here to see what you guys have to offer. It's like that's not the right way to go about it. Like this isn't a movie. This isn't like a show. This is a real conversation. See how we can help you accelerate your business. You know what I mean? Right?
Gotcha.
Like when you have people in front of you that actually want to help you, take advantage of them, because like there's not always going to be people that are going to help you. There's not always going to be people that are help you. You know what I mean? Right. And again, it's not saying like today we have.
Boom, there I go again. Like I said, this isn't a movie. This isn't a show. This is a real conversation on how we can accelerate your business. Straightforward. Hold this guy to the high standard. Come on, let's go.
Don't just come in with the mindset, I just want to hear. No, it's like, how can I actually make this work as a mindset? How can I really turn this into reality? Because let me ask you this, it's like, what areas of your life are actually suffering because we're not where we want to be financially? Like the same reason why you're questioning this is not a good time is the same reason why you're actually here, right? The finances. So like what other areas of your life do you have been suffering because you're not where you need to be financially, and you are in that, you're not like the man you can become?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
What areas of your life are suffering because you're not where you need to be financially?
Will be my parents, I would say, yeah.
Okay, why them?
Because they kind of sacrifice everything moving to America with me, and they're still working in their late 50s right now. I'm just trying everything I can, so I can have it taken off and help them through it. Yeah.
What is that feeling like? Have you heard anything from your parents where, because I've heard this a lot, where your parents do a lot for one, like their parents do a lot for you, and you get paid them back for what they've done for you. How often do you think about that, or how often is that on your mind, where your parents did so much and you haven't actually done it back?
A lot lately, actually. Yeah.
Okay. And I appreciate you being honest about that, but like, how does that actually sit in your mind when you genuinely sit here and think about everything your parents gone through and you haven't given it back? How does that feel?
It's horrible. yeah, it actually feels quite horrible to me. Yeah, trying to get things moving right now. So
Like, what are those? Like, let's put a pause here, man, because I actually want you to understand like what this is costing you. What are the emotions playing through you right now? Just genuinely thinking about you not being where you want to be and giving back to your family. What are those emotions that are playing through your mind right now?
I'm not happy about it. I'm feeling down, feeling depressed.
Okay. And is that fair to your parents? Do you feel?
No.
Okay. Are they deserving of actually getting this outcome that you want from them, so retiring them, living, giving them the life that they deserve?
Oh yeah, of course, always.
Okay. Because let me ask you this way, like, if we're being fully transparent here today, and I'm only holding you to this higher standard because I actually do care. I'm not just a random guy online, but like, who do you feel like we're letting down right now?
Myself.
Okay.
Yeah, myself, my parents. Yeah.
Okay. And like, do you actually feel like, can you confidently say right here, right now, that you are showing up 100% of the time, every 7 days out of 7 days, and giving this your 100% effort to make this a reality for your family? Or,
I would say, yeah.
so truthfully, like, put a pause there. Like, you genuinely feel that over the last, you've been wanting to do this for a year. Every single day, you feel like you've shown up 110% effort in accomplishing this. Because from what it sounds like, you did Amazon a year ago, and then you've been working your job, and now you're back here looking for this business. So everything in between. Like, genuinely, can you say you gave it your 110% effort?
Oh, I mean, like, let's see.
Because you're not lying to me. I really don't care. I don't, we're not signing with but you're lying to yourself if you say yes.
I put a pause at the Amazon thing, I would say, during April. And for the past 2 months, I've been trying to pick up shift, trying to pay off the debt that I have with the Amazon business right now. You know how to put it on the business credit card, I have a 0% interest APR. I'm trying to pay all that back right now. And
okay.
Yeah, finishing off paying it, I would say by the end of the year, I would say that's when I'm be able to finish paying it off.
Okay. At the end of the day, as I'm sure you've even asked from like these people, what they leverage is other people's money. There's always good and bad, which we can talk about that in a little bit as well. But it's understanding like the consequence of all this, because it sounds like you know exactly what you want, what you don't want, the feeling of what has already been costing you because you haven't become the person you know you become. Because would you say right now, like, you are showing up as the son you know you can be at the moment?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe not right now, but
wait,
trying to get back to it. Yeah,
exactly. Don't, you know, I notice when I ask you those sort of questions, you always soften it with it. Maybe not right now, maybe this, like, you soften the situation, which is okay. But you know why people do that?
Because they can't face the truth.
You guys watching this, you guys notice this every time I've asked this guy a difficult situation, a difficult question on how he's feeling, on how this is impacting him. He always tends to soften up the question. Well, this, but this. Well, this, but it's like, it's not about anything. It's about actually you being very understanding and straightforward with what is it costing him. Like, he needs to answer your questions in a very straightforward approach. The more that he softens up his situation, the more he thinks his situation is okay. You can't let that slide. You need to be very, very stern with a guy like this. Not let him fluff around. Tell him to me straight, are you where you want to be or are you not where you want to be? That's a yes or that's a no. There's nothing around it. And if we don't call these things out, they will walk all over you.
Okay. That's exactly why, because you don't want to know the reality that the answer is just no. It's a very simple answer. And again, dude, I don't mean to be some hard ass, right? Like, I don't
that's
mean
fine.
Like,
No, totally fine. Yeah,
I care, and I don't want this to be another nice conversation you have with people online who say, oh, make 10K in 30 days and you're going to be a multi-millionaire tomorrow. Like, it's so fake, right? But it's like the way that you speak to yourself right now is exactly why you're where you want to be. Would you agree the reason why maybe you talk to yourself, the reason why you're actually not showing up as the person you want to become is because the way that we've been showing up day to day, like the things we say to ourselves, we soften our situation. Like, would you agree about that?
You got it, yeah.
Okay.
I think you're right on this, man. Yeah.
So like, it's those little things, like, even when I ask you this, like, you maybe ifs, what's, and again, I can appreciate it because this is how us humans have been operating as like these comfortable people. We always look for comfort, but is it time we actually get out of that comfort zone?
You're right. Yeah, I think it's time. Yeah.
You think it's time or is it time?
I mean, just right now, I'm really tight money. That's all.
No, dude, like, put that aside. In terms of the actual internal change, the limitation, the mindset of just making a change. Like, are you actually ready to just make a change in your life once and for all?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Yeah. For the past year as well, I trying to get into the mindset. You know, trying to get things done. Well, I got things done with the business, but then the market for my product changed. That's why everything kind of changed, and I've been doing that for a little bit for, like, I would say the past month or two. But gotta keep on going.
Yeah. Okay. And like, if we say here we're being honest with ourselves, because it sounds like you know what you don't know. If you were to internalize this over the last year alone, what do you feel internally has held you back from taking the right action to becoming the person you know you can become? Like, what do you feel that internal limitation has actually been?
I think I just need to find out a way to move past this failure. You know, to keep on going.
No, that's external. Like, that's external. You can find the right support. I'm saying, like, for a lot of people, the reason why they don't progress and why they constantly kind of hold themselves back is maybe it's a little bit of that fear of failing. Maybe it's doubt. Maybe it's skepticism. Like self-doubt. Like I said, like just fear of things in general. Like, what do you feel for you has been that little barrier costing you and holding you back from taking the right action?
We'll say skepticism, yeah.
Okay.
And doubt as well.
Okay.
Because, you know, I don't want to go through the same thing again.
Okay. Now, even that alone, like, when you look at this, would you say that you've had that over the last year since the Amazon business? Would you, that way of thinking, like the doubt and skepticism, that voice has been in the back of your head since letting go of the Amazon business?
Yeah, since letting go of it, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, after you let go of Amazon, that's when that voice kind of like started like creeping up and like.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Because of the Amazon. Yeah, exactly. Okay. If we look at this over the last year alone, and I'm going to challenge you on this because I think this will bring up your perspective a lot bigger on like how much this is affecting you. Financially speaking, how much do you feel this has actually costed you because of this way of thinking over the last year?
You're right. Financially, it's more than 20 grand. Yeah.
20 grand? You think that's the number?
Yeah.
Well, let's break this down. I mean, I know you're a smart guy. You went to med school and everything. You're way smarter than me. And when it comes to school, so you're 10K a month, and it's been a year. What's 10K by 12 months?
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah. Okay. It's 120.
Okay.
120 grand, and then But
$120,000. Like, you just hearing that number alone, hearing that number out loud, how does that sit in your mind that this way of thinking has costed you?
Painful.
Why would you say that?
Because I could have done it, but I didn't put in 100%.
And even non-financially, what do you feel it's costed you there?
The ability to grow, I would say.
What else? When you look at your people that you care for most, when you look at yourself in the mirror, like, what do you feel it's costing you? Or has costed you? What is that?
costing like confidence, I would say.
Okay.
My parents, I'm trying to retire, sort of costing,
Right.
them the free time. Yeah.
Okay. Up to this point, so like you've been operating like the 1.0 version of yourself. No if, no but, like genuinely it's a straight no. You're not where you want to be, right? Now you are looking to level up that version we just talked about, the one that has retired their parents, the one that has built that successful business online, the one that's really developing into the confident person, right? There's two people right now. We're at the lower bottom, you want to be at the top. When you look at the version of the person you want to become, the 2.0 version of Tui, do you feel that he allows fear, skepticism, and doubt hold him back, or even though it is scary, even though it is hard, he still pushes through, he overcomes it? What do you feel?
He still want to push it through
Why do you feel he still pushes through?
because he's a better version of me.
Okay. So in order for us to actually get to where we want to be, what do we need to let go of?
Fear, skepticism, and doubt.
And when do we want to let go of it? Don't say yesterday. Don't say a year ago because that already passed. Like when do you actually need to let go of that way of thinking?
I can feel it in me right now. I really want to let go.
But when is it time to let go of it? I can't say yesterday. So when's the second best time it can be yesterday to let go of it?
It has to be today.
Okay. And are you saying that to be polite or do you actually mean it?
I want to mean it. Yeah.
You want to mean it or do you mean it?
I will.
Because I can want to be a millionaire, but I'm be willing to be a millionaire.
Got you, man. Yeah.
Right.
Boom. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why we do what we do. Like holding people to this higher standard is going to be the motto of this entire call, because you see this guy here. I say, when is the time that we actually let go of? When is the time that we should let go of this way of thinking? He says it has to be today. Are you saying that just to be polite to me, or you actually mean it? Because reality, I don't care if you're saying this. Like, if it's for me, I don't want it. It doesn't matter. My life does not change whether this guy does move forward or not. The only person's life that's going to change is the guy on the other side of the call. And so many sales reps are so attached to these calls, to their commissions, that they won't push the prospect away. I don't care if this guy doesn't take the step. I want the best for him, but I can't want it more for him. I can't want more change for him than himself. So here, when I say, are you saying it to be polite, or are you actually mean it? I want to mean it. Well, do you actually mean it, or you're just saying it for the sake of saying it? Like, because I can want to be a millionaire, but not be willing to be a millionaire. I might want to be an NFL player. I might not be willing to do what it becomes to be an NFL player. So when someone like this, I want to mean it. It's like you gotta cut these questions very black and white. Do you mean it or do you not mean it? It's very black and white, man.
Mean it or do you mean it?
I will.
Because I can want to be a millionaire, but I might not be willing to be a millionaire.
You can even you guys can't see his face just because I'm blurring it out. But if you even see how he pauses there after I quickly reply to him, because he knows he's just giving me fluff. He knows he's giving me BS. He needs to be very, very straightforward, and he knows that I'm not going to just let him talk whatever he wants to talk.
Mean it or do you mean it?
I will.
Because I can want to be a millionaire, but I might not be willing to be a millionaire.
Got you, man. Yeah.
Right. So do you want to let go of it, or do you just want to maybe think you want to let go of it? Like, are you going to let go of it, or do you just want to maybe put it in the air?
I let go of it.
Okay. Because even like that fear that you have, this way of thinking, but this is like the voice in the back of your head, right? It's like I always like label it as like the devil, and then there's the angel, right? The devil's the one that's always telling you the bad, trying to hold you back, and that's that voice. And then you have the angel who tells you everything's amazing, beautiful. Unfortunately, the devil's a lot louder. When we even get to the end of this call, and it's time for you to take that initiative, take that ownership, take real genuine action in your own personal life, that voice, that fear, whether you want it or not, it's going to creep up on you again. It will, because that's how us humans operate. What do you have to do right there and then so that voice does not keep on costing you another year, another $120,000, another year of not looking at parents and being able to retire them? What do you have to do in that scenario?
I gotta remind myself that I'm doing this for my parents, and it has to be a higher purpose than just than me.
Exactly.
Costing them their retirement.
Okay. Because when we look even 12 months down the line and we let go of this fear, it's gone. The fear's gone. And you're at a point where you built your successful business online. You're able to look your parents in their eyes and say, look, mom, look, dad, I'm paying everything off for you guys. I'm retiring you guys today. What would that moment be worth to you?
It means everything.
And don't even reply too quickly. Genuinely sit here and internalize that feeling. Picture it in your mind where you're walking up, opening the door, mom, dad, sit down. This is what I have for you. What are the emotions that would be playing within yourself in that time? To know that you've actually gone and you can say, I freaking did it.
This is savage. You see how long this pause is? Do you see how long? And this is on 2x speed. You see how long this pause is? Because I said to this guy, and don't reply too quickly. Because a lot of the times when you guys ask these people these questions, where they're hard-hitting questions, they want to quickly deflect it or quickly respond and like act like nothing happened. No, take a step back. Relax. Like when you're on the other side of this call as a leader, take a step back and just breathe. Let this guy breathe as well. And make sure he feels the questions you're asking him. Don't reply too quickly. Genuinely sit here and internalize that feeling. Picture it in your mind where you're walking up and actually start visualizing this for and picturing this whole reality. And again, look how long this pause is right here.
Now that you've actually gone and you can say, I freaking did it.
This is on 2x speed.
So we have to stay alive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or another time, you guys cannot see his face for the sake of his security. This guy, his face is defeated. This is a face of defeat, of straight. He knows he's worthy of it. I know this guy's going to absolutely crush it. We are going to change this guy's life. He's going to be able to take care of his family, all because we are making sure that he's understanding how much this is costing him, what that reality looks like when he accomplishes everything, and everything in between on why he's not there. A guy like this is a guy that will thank you after the call. This is a guy that will thank you in 6 months and 12 months for changing his life through just a conversation. This is why we do what we do. I love this clip.
Yeah. So I've been the happiest day of my life.
Nice one. Is it time you finally have that feeling?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Because even when you went through the acceptance rate of our mentorship, did you see the acceptance? When you went through the application form, did you see the acceptance rate of our mentorship?
Yeah, 1/3.
Exactly, right? So 2 out of the 3 people I speak with, I personally decline, right? Because they're not a good fit in the regard that they're expecting some get-rich-quick scheme, some organized success story. But secondly, what I can tell you from all of our top mentees in here, they're not our top students because they have all the time in the world to invest. You know what they also don't have is they don't have the money. The exact thing that you told me you don't have is money to invest. They also didn't have it. What they do have though is this internal belief and desire that enough is enough, and I'm going to make a change in my life. That's what they had. They had this hunger that enough is enough. Do you feel like you're genuinely at that point now, where enough is enough, and I'm going to make a change for myself and for the people I care for most, like my parents?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you're at that point, Tui, like, I know we can help you. I know we can support your vision. We've helped hundreds of our top mentees just like yourself. I'd be happy to extend that invite for you to work with us one-to-one. I can walk you through those potential next steps on what that actually looks like from here and how we can turn this into an actual reality. Does that sound fair enough?
Fair, that's fair, yes.
Okay. Do you have a pen and paper? Do you have something
Got
to
it right
take
here.
notes with?
I got the Word doc right here, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, whatever. Just take notes. The first thing I want you to write on your pen and paper, because I actually want today to be a day that you decide enough is enough. And it's also, if you believe in it, is you can write June 21st is the day I changed my life. You wrote it?
Yep.
Okay. How does that feel?
Soon a new day, I can finally, get through it.
Right. All right, then. Let's do this. So the way that this works is everything we do is 100% one-to-one and personalized to you.
Boom, you see that there as well. We're gonna start talking real facts here. Tell this guy, write down on your pen and paper, June 21st, which is the day I took this call, is the day I changed my life. Like, this call, we're just holding this guy to that standard. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you properly change somebody's perspective, change their way of thinking, and really just make this happen. I'm going to skip here all until the pitch.
So in terms of the next 12 months, the one-to-one, the handling, everything we've gone over, it's simply just a one-time investment of $12,000.
12,000, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I don't have that right now, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, aside from the money, there's nothing else that would hold you, right? So let's
honestly, right now, I have a plan. You want to hear what I plan? I'm trying to pay off my debt right now. It's a 5-figure debt.
How much is it?
15 grand. I'm trying to pay it all off right now, and I'm picking up more shifts. Lately, just trying to pay it as much as I can. I barely have any savings. I'm trying to get it out of the way.
Let's do this, just so I can see this, because what I do in these cases with people just like you who want to do this, but just financially, I can see how we can maybe structure something that fits you a little bit better, so you can get things going. It's a bit customized. I can't promise I can make something work, but I can just ask you some overarching questions about where you're at financially, and then based on that, I can see how we can help you structure this out. Okay. So right now, in terms of like checkings and savings account, what do you total have access to at the moment?
So here we are. We just spoke for a few minutes there on figuring out his finances, and up to this point, we figured out a financial plan that could work for him. Now it's about getting him over the line and saying, all right, enough is enough. Let's take that step. Let's jump all in, and let's just do it. So let's see where this ends up.
You really want something, you make something work. And I know this is a scary jump, and it's a very difficult jump. But for you to really start leveling up to the person you know you can become.
And there's the beauty of it. He told me at the beginning of the call, his fear is that he has no money. He has no money. He has no money. When you want something, you will make it work. It's not about having the resources. It's about getting resourceful. It's exactly what one of my mentors told me, and exactly what is the reality with these people. A lot of the times people believe they don't have the resources, but maybe you don't have the resources, but how can we get the resources? But we came to a realization, this guy does have the resources to make this work. He is just a little fearful man himself, which we're going to help him get out of his own way. Because if not, we are costing him his entire life.
Yes.
So for you, that's what I mean. It's like knowing that option is there available for you. Because at the beginning, we talked about not having the resources, not having the money. But this is what I mean by like where people really want something, they make it work. And now I'm offering you a way that we can make this work for you. What do you feel like that 2.0 version of yourself, if they were here with us today, what do you feel like they would do to get them in a position where they can retire their parents, they can do everything they wanted to do? What do you feel like they would do?
They would go for it.
Yeah. And do you want to level up to that person actually?
Yes.
So is it fair that even though it is scary, even though it's difficult, we jump forward, we take that option, we just put this up over the next 12 months, you can come in here, crush it from the beginning, and we go from there. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay. How does that feel telling yourself you want to do it? How does that feel telling yourself that you went from I can't do it, so I'm going to do it? How does that feel?
Very powerful, actually. Yeah.
You see what I mean by how important it is to talk to ourselves, like how we talk to ourselves and the way we communicate.
Yeah.
Because you came in here from the beginning, I just can't afford this, I just can't afford this from the whole call. And now we're at a point where we can actually do this. See how powerful that is?
Very powerful, yes. The one thing about, I'm making this call and I haven't talked to my fiance yet. I have to talk to her before I make a decision, Yeah.
I know it's a scary step, right? Now, have you ever heard the saying, heavy is the head that wears the crown?
Can you repeat that saying again?
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
I
haven't heard it before. I did it right now. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. Do you know what it actually means though?
No.
Okay. What it actually means is, like, think about the king that's at the top who manages the whole like land, right? For example, people think that the crown is heavy, but it's not the crown that's heavy, it's the responsibility that's heavy, right? It's like when you're the soldier, when you're the man at the top, right, and you have everybody kind of like working for you, you have people like look up to you. when you have why it's so difficult to be that person is because they take on so much responsibility and taking control of all these people. Because these people that he controls benefit from the decisions that they make at the top. It's the same thing for you. Whatever decisions you make, everybody else around you benefits, like your mom, your dad, your fiance, the people you care for, right? Now, if that person at the top is uncertain and asks people at the bottom what they should do you feel that they can be as confident in the person at the top?
Oh no, I would say
No, right?
no, yeah, definitely no. The thing is that the thing about my fiance is that if we both want to get in it together, and I want to talk to her about it before anything else happens. And the thing is that she has full confidence in me. I'm not saying she has confidence in you, man. I'm not saying she has confidence in you. That's not the point here. The point is taking that responsibility and pushing forward. You know what? Because like when you really want something, you turn that into reality ASAP, and you don't wait on it. You don't keep on waiting for something, right? Because like you've up to this point in your life, you haven't been taking the steps to become the person you can become. Right? And when is it time for you to make a transition to start becoming? Because like I said, when you look at the person you want to become, do you feel that they just keep on putting things in between them to stop them, or do they just push them to become the person they can become? Because you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing this for your family. You're doing this for the people you care for most. Yeah, you're right.
Right? Like this is what it really means to take on responsibility and actually own up to what you say. Because I know you can tell yourself I'm ready, but like you're always trying to find a reason why you're not ready right this second. And it's a scary thing because maybe you're always used to doing things a specific way. Maybe you're always used to taking that time. Maybe you're always used to speaking with her, right? But you have to remember the same reason why you're here is because the way you made decisions up to this point. Right? Like anybody, the reason why you're in your life right now is because of the way you've made decisions. Right? So in order for you to get a different result, would you agree that you need to make different decisions? Because if you finally went to the people you care for most and you said, look, I made this decision, but it was not just for me, it's for everybody to benefit. And I'm going to make this happen. And I'm turning into the man I want to become for you guys that I care for most. Do you feel like they're going to look at you crazy? Or they're probably going to be like, look at, wow, he's actually serious. He's going to change your life. He's actually powerfully going to change your life. What do you feel?
Oh no, that would be crazy right now.
They look at you crazy right now.
I need to gain.
How would they look at you?
I need to gain the trust by doing a couple of things first. That's why one of the things I'm getting to this call with you right now is I want to see what the outline of the program, and I want to plan out the next 6 months on how I can get myself financially ready to get into the program.
No, man, this is what we talked about at the beginning.
Do you guys see this? How he's giving, like up to this point, he doesn't even make sense. I don't even understand what this guy's saying. Here, in my mind right now, I'm not hearing anything. This guy's giving himself any reason as to why he can't do this. Instead of finding reason as to why he should do it, he's giving himself reason as to why he shouldn't do it, which, again, I will not let slide. Because if I can easily let this guy say, you know what, you're right. Let me go allow you to focus. Let me go allow you to do the things what you need to do, and let's just get off this call. But what happens if I do that? If I let this guy just go, he's still living the shitty life that he's been living. So unless somebody like myself tells this guy no, until somebody like myself tells this guy, like, you're not going to just keep on doing what you've been doing, because clearly what you've been doing has gotten you here. Unless someone like myself tells him that. You know what happens to a guy like this? He stays the same and his life sucks. So this is why it is super important that you actually have huge intention in helping people. Because if you don't, you won't hang with the guy like this. You'll get up the call and you say, screw this guy. You know, he wasn't ready to buy. It's not that he wasn't ready to buy, it's that you weren't ready to take care of him. You weren't ready to actually push him out of his comfort zone. And that's all because you don't have your own conviction in yourself. So super important stuff here.
Yeah, I know. Of course, when we talk about it, I understand. No, I hear you, man. I understand your point. Right now, I need to gain their trust so that they support me.
How are you going to get your trust when you go to them for permission?
No, it's not that. It's about something else in my family right now, and I'm trying to get it resolved so that I can gain the trust financially to move on to it. Well, besides that I have with my auto business right now, I'm trying to. There's a car we're trying to pay off at the end of the year as well, in which I am trying to find. Well, I'm trying to save up as much money as I can to pay off that car for my fiance, and as long as I'm able to do it, then I think it would be more appropriate for me to start.
You're going to pay it off with just working extra shifts at your job?
Yeah, but right now it would be.
But what would that look like? Dude, I don't know if we're on the same page here. It's like, why are you on this call in the first place? Like, what do you want to get from this business?
Trying to find out a way that I can move on and get into the business, but not right now. The thing is, right now nobody's going to support me. That's the thing.
No, what?
No, nobody is going to support me on this, and I just need one person to support me by gaining their trust.
You don't need anybody to support you.
Well, that's the problem.
You don't need anybody to support you, dude. Like, let me give you this example. Myself, like personally, even like I said, for myself, when I first got into like online business, I dropped out of high school at 16 years old. You think people supported that?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. And then years later, you think they support it now?
No, don't think so either. Yeah.
But then once you're made it successful, you're doing the things you want to do you think it was worth it? Do you think they would say, okay? So, but what happens if I bought into other people's way of thinking and they're like, oh, no one supports me, and I shouldn't do it because they don't support me? What would happen to me?
I hear you, man. Yeah, I understand.
But what do you feel? It's not about just hearing me, dude. It's like about like understanding that this isn't really serving you. It's like, what do you feel would have happened?
There we go again. It's not just about hearing me, man. It's about actually understanding. There's one thing hearing, there's another thing actually understanding. And it's important here giving my own personal story. Like, you come off more genuine because it's true. And again, like, I'm actually in tune with him. I understand where he's coming from. I completely get what he's saying. However, I'm just not agreeing with it because it's stupid. It's not right. It's not serving him. You have to always remember the reason why he's saying these things is exactly why he's on this call. Like, his way of thinking is why he's here. So if I just let him go keep doing the same way he's been thinking, he's going to keep on living the same life. So you need to challenge everything he's saying. You need to challenge every little thing, every little small word he says. You need to challenge it because whatever he first thinks, that's exactly that comfortable mind that's brought him onto this call.
We need to push forward. But I used to always want to ask my parents, my brothers, my friends, like, what do you guys think? Should I do this? Give me the confidence that I should do this. And it took me years and years until I actually took the step because I kept waiting for other people to tell me when it was time.
Mhm.
Until I decided enough was enough. So it's the same thing for you here. It's like, when is enough enough?
I hear you, man. Yeah, right now.
Are you actually saying that though, or like you're just like you actually mean it, or you're just saying that because you want to fit the conversation?
That changes everything.
Like no matter what, like the whole decision, like I said, is just uncomfortable and scary. But like you need to start envisioning. Speaking with you, you have so much internal potential. Like speaking with you, and it's like unfortunate if you allow that to hold you back. Because when you look at that version that you know you can become, the version that you've experienced, if they were here with us today, what would they say to you? Actually,
Sorry, when you beat that, I was just looking at a number right now. I
no,
don't
the person
know.
I'm saying the 2.0 version of yourself that you want to become, right? And I know that you have a lot of potential. Like from this conversation, I know you have so much potential. Like what is that version of you? What would they tell you here today to do? That version that you want to become. If they were here with us, what would they tell you to do?
Tell me to suck it up and just move forward with it.
It's not the best thing to hear. You don't want to hear suck it up and just push it, but it's also what you need to hear once and for all. I can guarantee you right now, when we do this and we push forward, that feeling of relief that you did something is gonna feel amazing. And I'll be checking up with you weekly by weekly, just make sure we're on pace so that we don't screw up. So are you ready to get that friendly push out of your comfort zone and take that step right here right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, check there in the chat box.
Got it.
All right, so while you take care, I'm gonna start setting up your account. I'm actually proud of you, dude. Like you actually did that for yourself. Like that's strong.
So here we go. As soon as we think that he's in the bag, as soon as we think that we actually got him ready to rock and roll, he said, "Let's do this. Let's jump in. Let's see what actually ends up happening." And this is him filling out the payment, taking care of it on his side. Let's see what happens.
Hey, I'm so sorry, but I don't think I can do it right now. I just found out. I still have the other step.
Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Now he can't do it. He said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We can't do this." So I could either do two things. I could say, "You know what? I've been on this call with you for about an hour 15. You know what? Screw you. I'm off this call. I don't care." Or number two, I can say, "I'm not going to let you give up on yourself. I'm not going to let you give up on your life. I'm not going to let you give up on the people that mean the most to you." So what am I going to do? Go back him and challenge him. Get him even more uncomfortable.
You will never be in a tough spot. We will always make this work. We've never had a student who is dying financially. That just logically doesn't make any sense. So no, this is why I want you to understand. This is why I'm still speaking with you now. It's like we're genuinely on your side of the table here. We will be with you the whole process. You get stuck financially. You don't know what to do. You feel overwhelmed. We will work with you. We will guide you. It's not just a come in, I'll never see you again. Dude, I'm talking to you tomorrow. I'm talking to you on Monday and on Wednesday.
Got it.
So I know how uncomfortable this is for you. I know it is. But what I don't want to see for you is to continuously live with this uncomfort of feeling that you're not fulfilling the purpose that you can become for your family. That's even more uncomfortable. Because how much longer do you want to have that feeling of knowing that you're not leveling up? Like this is not supposed to be easy in any way. That's genuinely not supposed to be. But again, what is not easy is looking yourself in the mirror and still not being that person that you know you can become. And I know you can become from just having this conversation with you.
Let's do it. You're right. It's done.
How does that feel?
Done deal. 12K paid. Done and dusted. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I get so frustrated working on many offers, speaking to many closers, speaking to people who want to start in this industry, and they have the most surface level conversations. They don't lead themselves in their own lives, and then they want to lead other people. I could have easily given up on this guy. But instead decided to say, "You know what? No, I'm going to stay with you. What is this? An hour 15. And I'm going to push you out of your comfort zone so you don't give up on yourself." That's what I'm talking about, guys. So that's what this is like what it really looks like when you care, one, importantly. And secondly, when you actually have so much conviction in yourself. Like, I am so confident in myself that we can take care of this guy in all areas, that I am going to be able to confidently push this guy, get him over the line so we can take care of him. Super powerful. Super, super powerful call. And I know this guy's absolutely going to crush it working with us. We are going to change this guy's life. And he's already on the way. So that is that. Hope you guys gained some value from that right there. But that's what I'm talking about. All right, there you go. That's a wrap. Hope you guys gained some value from that. That's exactly how you hold people to a higher standard. And again, in just that 45-minute call, where it was about an hour call, I made $1,200. All right. So if you want to learn, if you're brand new to the space, you've never taken a closing call, you don't know how to get started, feel free to message me on Instagram. And if you already are a closer and you're not closing at a high level, you don't have a high closing rate, you're just not good at what you do, and be honest with yourself because you're watching this and you were shocked or amazed, which I hope you were, then actually reach out. Don't sit on the sidelines, because as you know, you are the objections you get. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, like I said, just message me. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.